Well, hello everyone. Bill here from the Attentive Traveler. Welcome to episode number 11, Naples, Italy. Now, before Italy was unified in the late 1800s, Naples was the country's richest city. But Naples' fortunes nosedived when the capital of modern Italy was established in Rome. Things got so bad that many of its residents emigrated. The Italy that America knows, pizza and spaghetti and oh sole mio, it all came from 19th century Naples, as brought to us by all of those immigrants. Now today, Naples impresses visitors with one of Europe's top archaeological museums that showcases the artistic treasures of Pompeii, fascinating churches that convey the city's unique personality and powerful devotion, an underground warren of Greek and Roman ruins, fine works of art, including pieces by Caravaggio, who lived here for a time, and evocative nativity scenes called presepi. Of course, Neapolitans make great pizza and tasty pastas and pastries. Try the crispy ricotta stuffed stolofagatiletti. I'm going to say it again. Stogliati. I can't even say it. Stogliatella. I am horrible at pronouncing. I hope to get better by the end of this trip. But more than anything, Naples, it has a brash and a vibrant street life. Italy in your face in ways both good and sometimes a little challenging. Now, Rick Steves says that Naples is an ideal day trip from Rome or the comfortable home base of Sorrento. Both are about an hour away. For some, a little Naples goes a long way. So if you're not comfortable in chaotic and congested cities, you might think twice about spending the night here. But those intrigued by the city's sights and the street life enjoying overnighting in Naples. And after Siena, Assisi, and Orvieto, a little chaos sounded just like our speed. So in this episode, I'll briefly connect the dots. Our choices on getting from Orvieto to Naples, as well as getting from the train station to our hotel. We'll then dive into how we decided what to see, where to lay our heads, and what to eat. We'll also discuss tours and whether we chose any guides. Naples is southern Italy's leading city. It's the third largest in Italy and Europe's most densely populated city, with more than 1 million people and few open spaces or parks. While in many ways it is said to feel like an urban jungle, Naples promises surprises to the observant traveler with its immersive and impressive knack for living and eating and raising children with good humor and decency. We'll likely need to overcome our fear of being run down or ripped off long enough to talk with people. And we hope to enjoy a few smiles and jokes with the man running the neighborhood tripe shop or the woman taking her daycare class on a walk through the traffic. The pulse of Italy is said to throb in Naples. Like Cairo or Mumbai, it's shocking and it's captivating at the same time. The closest thing to reality travel that you'll find in Western Europe. But this tangled mess is somehow able to breathe and laugh and sing with a joyful Italian accent. Thanks to its reputation as a dangerous place, Naples doesn't get nearly as many tourists as it deserves. Naples richly rewards those who venture in. It's huge, but we'll grab a cab when we are tired or more likely lost. We'll treat ourselves well in Naples. The city is less expensive by Italian standards. So let's connect the dots. How do we get from the hotel in Orvieto to our hotel in Naples? It's really not too bad. We'll get an early start at around 8:57 in the morning for about a 1 hour and 52-minute ride from Orvieto to Roma Tiburtina. We've got about 25 minutes to connect with the Franschia 4905 for another 1 hour and 31 minutes into Naples, and then we'll catch a cab to our hotel. Naples has one 3-star must-see, one, maybe 2 3-star must-sees, a couple of very nice walks, and a museum to catch one's attention during this busy day. Naples Archaeological Museum is one of the great museums of ancient art. It boasts supersized statues, as well as art and decorations from Pompeii and Herculaneum, the 2 ancient bergs that were buried by ash from the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in AD 79. The Cappella San Suevero is a small chapel that is a Baroque explosion mourning the body of Christ, who lies on a soft pillow under an incredibly realistic veil. While the characteristic Sapica Napoli and Spanish quarters are being tamed, today's clear winner for wild and crazy Neapolitan life is in the streets of the gritty Sanita district, north of the Archaeological Museum. A big part of the attraction of Naples is its basso living in the streets. Many locals, with enough money to move to the sanity of the suburbs, they choose instead to keep living where the action is, in a cauldron of flapping laundry and police sirens, broken cobblestone lanes, singing merchants, and sidewalks clogged with makeshift markets, and walls crusted with ancient posters and graffiti. The Capodimonte Museum, about a mile due north from the Archaeological Museum, on a hilltop from which it takes its name, is home to Naples' top art museum. This pleasant collection has lesser-known but still masterful works by Michelangelo, Raphael, Titian, Caravaggio, and other huge names. Behind the towering modern church of Madre del Buon Consiglio, which means Mother of Good Counsel, are tucked the most impressive ancient catacombs south of Rome. The catacombs of San Gennaro started as a pagan tomb of little consequence. But then Saint Agrippino, the local bishop, was buried there in the 3rd century. And later, in the 5th century, the bones of Saint Gennaro, the patron of Naples, were also moved there. Each evening, relaxed and romantic Neapolitans in the mood for a scenic harborside stroll do their vasece laps along the inviting Lungomare harborside promenade and beyond. Join in the elegant people watching scene after 7 p.m. San Martino Carthusian Monastery and Museum. This monastery, founded in 1325 and dissolved in the early 1800s, is now a sprawling museum with several parts. The square out front has city views nearly as good as the ones you'll pay to see from inside. Now, to see the city's best face, stay in the area that stretches between the Archaeological Museum and the port. The hotels that I've listed in blue are less convenient for sightseeing and dining, and the neighborhood can get dodgy as you move away from the station. But they're handy for train travelers, practical for a quick stay, and they're less expensive. We chose the Decumani Hotel de Charme, reputed to be a classy oasis tucked away on a residential lane in the very heart of the city, just off Spaccacanapali. While the street is Naples dingy, the hotel is promising to be an inviting retreat, filling an elegant 17th century palace with 42 rooms and a gorgeous breakfast room. Naples is the birthplace of pizza. Its pizzerias bake just the right combination of fresh dough, soft and chewy, as opposed to the Roman style, which is thin and crispy, mozzarella, and tomatoes in traditional wood-burning ovens. There are famous, venerable places in Naples, but these can also have long lines stretching out the door, and sometimes a half an hour or longer wait for a table. But if you want to skip the hassle, Rick Steves suggests you just ask your hotel for directions to the neighborhood pizzeria. So that's our plan. It almost feels like a sin to not eat pizza in Naples, especially if you're only here for one night. Local guides and tour companies offer plenty of walking tours that cater to a variety of interests. Rick Steves has an audio tour for the Naples Archaeological Museum and one for his Naples Walk. Now, Rick Steves has guides that he breaks into suggestions for the hop-on, hop-off bus tour, island tours, as well as normal local guides. Our next stop takes us to Positano, and with the stunning scenery, the hill and harbor hugging towns, and historic ruins of the Amalfi Coast. We will enjoy this area for 4 days and 3 nights. Well, that wraps up our 11th stop on our Italian adventure, Naples. We've reached day 18 of our adventure, and I hope you've enjoyed this and have found this session informative. If you're anything like me, and planning the trip is almost as much fun as going on it, then be sure to tune in for all of our episodes. So until next time, when we travel to Positano and the Amalfi Coast, be well and take care.